My name is Alyssa and I'm going to be doing a video on how I make my famous nachos. So come along with me and let's get started. So I already have my ground beef cooking on medium heat. And while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and slice up some green onions. I believe they're called scallions as well. So what I like to do is I wash them first. There's already some dishes in here already from when I was cutting the hamburger. So here you're going to see me chopping them. I like to kind of get that off so I can start making them even. Also, make sure you have clean hands. Especially with the COVID season, you know, you really don't want to have that touching your food that you're going to be putting in your mouth. So always have clean hands. Just kind of chop them and dice them up. They don't have to be pretty. We're then going to take our freshly chopped scallions and we're going to throw them in with the hamburger meat. This is going to allow the flavor from the onions to absorb into the meat, giving that meat that extra little flavor that you actually want. Go ahead and mix it up. That way they absorb a lot better. Always try to give the meat out so it's not in chunks. Place the top back on to keep that heat trapped inside. Next, we're gonna wash and dice up a beef steak tomato. Use as many tomatoes as you like. Depending on how much I get from this tomato, we will see if I need another. This is a rather large one. I know what you're thinking. Nachos don't sound like a meal, but I promise you, the ones I'm making are very filling. I think that might be enough tomatoes. So I think we're good on tomatoes now. I am lucky enough, I had the means to do so this time. I went ahead and just bought some shredded cheese just because I'm being lazy. But I got compliments. I picked this up at Sobeys. You can use any cheese you like. It doesn't have to be shredded. You can shred it yourself. So while I'm waiting on the hamburger meat to finish cooking up, I went ahead and lined just a regular baking sheet with tinfoil because I promise you this is going to get messy. So this is what the ground beef and onions are looking like as of right now. It is pretty much fully cooked. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to add a little bit of seasoning to give it some extra flavor. Just a little bit of pepper. Go ahead and stir that in. Go ahead and turn that to low and keep it warm. We're using the Old Dutch ones, restaurant style. Sometimes I would use 2 bags, but we're trying to cut back, so we're only going to try and use 1 today. Now we add the hamburger meat. So now we're going to add the tomatoes. Please don't mind that mess here. Tip, always fill up your pots, pans, whatever you use with water immediately after using it. You can see that it collects all this foam. What that is, that's the grease and the oil. You want to let it sit so it doesn't stick to the pan, and then once you're done, you can go ahead and scoop the top layer of the oil off. Time to add the cheese. So the thing that I find that makes these nachos best is I don't just use barbecue sauce. I use Diana sauce. So let's go ahead and give a good dose of that. Next, you're gonna go ahead and pop these in the oven for about 10 minutes, just so everything melts together. So now we're gonna start adding our dips into bowls. I personally don't like spicy, so we got mild, chunky by compliments. I could just leave the sour cream in its container, but because I don't want to waste any of it and that I would like to use this another time when I'm making another meal, I'm going to go ahead and add just some into this bowl. So as you can see, we still have about half of this left. So as we're walking this over, we gotta get this little bugger off. You're not allowed up there. And there you have it. The best nachos.